How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Labyrinth of the Forsaken. The last run didn't go so well, so I think I'm going to quickly level some things up. But I have to spend another day, and I actually don't know how consequential the day and nights are, because I was going to jump right back into that dream and like kind of speed run it off camera to just actually complete it properly, kind of at a disappointing finale, but maybe I won't do that. Not this time. I'm so undecided. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's focus on leveling up first. I don't have nearly as much echoes as I was hoping to, so let's see what would be most useful here. Oh, gaining extra focus per coffee sip is actually pretty huge. I think every level is gonna have at least some coffee, so I think that is kind of a huge one. The big pockets might actually be worth it as well, because then you can really just stockpile things like really aggressively in a way you otherwise don't really get to. Like, things went well in the last episode. I think I managed my inventory well. Just because I got stuck on the puzzle, I ended up wasting so much time, and then that's when I burnt through those resources. So like, I feel less like I need that, but maybe bonus integrity though. Because honestly, just having that extra health to work with, a little bit extra, a higher cap to heal to, I think that probably does end up being worth it. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Now I gotta decide, do I run back into that dream? The game doesn't seem to really be keeping track of days, other than like extra documents appearing. But even then, nothing extra came out of the most recent night. So like, maybe because I didn't progress the story properly. You have one new message again. Alex again. Listen, I know you've heard what people have been saying before you left. You know how it is, it's a small town. Gossip travels fast and truth gets lost in the fog. Some people just didn't like Thomas, so when the news hit, they acted like hyenas. In case you're doing what you're doing because you're trying to prove your brother was not a junkie, we all know he wasn't. We believe you. So is that just people misconstruing like what he was going through at the end there? Unless you're doing it because you doubt it yourself. But remember the autopsy report, right? No drugs were present in his system. Yeah. They are still not sure what caused, they wrote something about epilepsy. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Whatever happened to Thomas, we've got your back. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Remember that. So at least Alex seems like a pretty good guy. He's like our boss, isn't he? Maybe he was just a coworker. I think so. Was it the echo bonus that I keep claiming? I feel like that is still worthwhile to really boost things up. I think I read through this. Yeah, I read about the weird cube and things. So this would be the forest, right? After exploring through the lower parts of the hotel from before, I released a sphinx. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe because I didn't complete... I'm almost certain that that's the same dream as before, so I feel like because I didn't complete the most recent dream. Which makes me think I should just go back in there and complete it. 100 echoes. I swear there used to be more, so maybe the game is incentivizing you to shop around your options a little bit more. I think that's kind of what's going on here. One of them is like bonus echoes, is it not? Like percentage of bonus echoes. Max integrity, like maybe I could just use that. Max focus. Sure. Let's do that. I just leveled up my integrity. Gain the focus boost, and yeah, I think I am gonna run back into that same dream. Let's get through it. Going in and reading things like the diaries that are scattered around, or interacting with the picture of the adder that's like in the middle of the forest. Those are still granting echoes, even though they're things that I did on like the previous attempt. So it's kind of interesting that you can like farm that the tiniest bit. Now, here's an interesting thing. I just picked up the shovel. It has durability 4, but I haven't run up to fight the zombies in the swamp or like that skeleton that's wandering around in the forest. I could potentially go fight those and destroy the shovel, and then I wouldn't have any shovel durability left to dig up the hole that I'm pretty sure has like the chains or the bucket. Maybe it was the rusty bucket. No, the guy you rescue gives you the bucket. But anyway, it feels like it is possible to destroy the shovel in combat prior to when you directly need it to advance in this area. So like, I don't understand that a little bit. That seems a little bit messy. So from having gone through it once, I know this is where I need the shovel, so I need to maintain at least the 1 durability to spend that there. It is the chain. And so, like, that did use durability, right? Yeah, I used 1. But, like, I'm also about to go do that combat so I can get the bucket, and that'll use up the rest of the shovel. Like, and this, I keep skipping this combat. And so, like, you could actually brick wall yourself from advancing, couldn't you? Like, was never the case in script welder games before, as far as I can remember. And if you found the shovel that has like this cleave, which is a like pretty damn strong ability, it would be a little bit silly to not use it. Like, you're absolutely better off using this option. So like, yeah, it's just surprising to me that that's how it works. And yeah, it cleaves them and it slows them, so it's absolutely like in your best interest to do that. I should have imagined more defense for that shield. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. You know, it's crazy. I'm fairly confident the layout of things is different. There's a lot of stuff that had to be in a very specific order for the sake of like chopping the tree to cross the water. But I think once I got over to here, things are slightly different orders. Like, I think I'm accessing things from different directions. I might be crazy on that, but that would really fit, like, the Forest of the Lost. And also, script welder usually crafting puzzles in a way that you can't just look up a walkthrough. A walkthrough can help get you most of the way there, but then you probably still have to kind of, like, still solve the puzzle at the end. Or, like, you know, point-and-click adventure like Don't Escape 4 having... Yeah, that had tweaks all over the place. That like different days would have totally different scenarios and things. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's moving the map around. Healing 9 instead of 6 from the coffee is pretty huge. That's a good one to have. Cleaver, literally never found that before, and I don't think it was a matter of just having not used that like cupboard. I definitely inspected that cupboard, so I think it is more that you can just, there's a degree of randomness to what you find and where, which is also very much in line with his style. It has cleave and bleed. So it took about 25 minutes to rush things, knowing the solutions even. Like, it still takes a while to get here, but I'm full health and am like fully stocked with a lot of gear because I, you know, just was conservative with things, and I don't know, you don't waste things in stupid pointless battles. So yeah, it was not hard to reach this point with this amount of stuff, especially with like the upgrades I had taken. The axe is so unbelievably strong, it's just melting through these enemies. Just having that here is making an unbelievable difference. Like, I haven't even been hit yet, and I've already killed most of them. There we okay. I'm taking a hit on that one, and oh, maybe I wasn't thinking through the timing of that right. No, I'm fine. You know what? I'm just gonna use a screwdriver. Screw it. I'm not gonna use my like good stuff. Yeah, that battle's a joke when you actually don't waste all your gear doing pointless side things. There is the portal, but I can also keep pushing forward here. The dream will end soon. I will return here tomorrow. Ah, shit. Okay, well, but I still, like, I had to come back and properly complete the dream. So, like, that sucks that now I potentially have to come back to the forest again, but maybe I will come from that location, like the same way you added the west wing to the hotel sort of thing. Speed running things. How many echoes did I end up with? First clear. Wait, am I actually gonna get all that? What the heck? How did I that's wild to think you still gain like the same number of echoes. Wow, what an insane haul that is. Well, that'll be quite satisfying to invest, I think. What a nightmare. I think you got off pretty A-okay there. Fourth dream. Outside the hotel, there's a huge dark forest, not a very pleasant place, infested with spiders and other nasty creatures. I managed to traverse it, and at the end of the path, there was an ominous cave entrance. I don't like the idea of going further, but this might be the only way. He had very little to say about that one. Oh, we switched it up from the pizza. not singularly consuming cheese and bread. My dreams. Email printout folder outbox, March 9th, 96, to Amy at Chameleon Vet Clinic. My dreams. Hi, sis. I looked up this address on your clinic's website. Sorry for contacting you like this, but since you can't always pick up the phone when I call, I figured I'd just email instead. If only you had a personal email. I know you think I'm going crazy. I wish there was something I could do to make you believe me. It's real, Amy. I know what I've seen, and it was not just a dream. I mean, it was, but it was not a creation of my imagination. I'm telling you, those beings, they are here, lurking and waiting for us to get lost in our sleep. Who knows what happens when they get you? No wonder people were starting to think the guy was a junkie or just off his rocker. Like I told you the other time on the phone, I managed to kill or maybe just repel one with a big bright light. Now, I think that light was also something that felt real, like a special superpower that was bestowed upon me, left by something or someone for me to find. You know, placed in my path to pick up. I'm telling you, it all makes sense when you think about it. Maybe when you think about it, Thomas. Maybe you can come over and we can discuss it face to face. I got your favorite coffee. P.S. I really think you should get a personal email like most people do. Buy yourself a computer. I can help you pick a cheap one, and we can write to each other back and forth when you're not at work. It's funny in 96 to just not really have personal computers. If only I listened to him. If only I was more patient. Yeah, you can't be blaming yourself for that, Amy. That was the ramblings of a madman from, without knowing better. It seems to be what that reads as. All right, we'll decide what to do with the day after we invest some points, because we got some juicy stack of points to deal with here. Desperate Punch, totally new. It adds max integrity, and you can attack without using weapons. I think for a one-time cost as a complete failsafe, sure. Ooh. All weapons deal more damage? Bloody perfect. Slashing and piercing weapons cause more damage over time. Also really good. Bleed time is extended. Bleed is huge. Oh man, there's all these things that are like feel worth investing in, and the game's like, here's all this other stuff. How you want all that instead, I bet, don't you? And it's like, yeah, I do. Hand it over. This all looks great. Better defending. Defending has been reasonably effective, and like dealing the damage back with the nailed planks is good, but like a lot of these things are hitting for 2 or more damage, so it does chip away like pretty aggressively. That's cheap. That's cheap to raise that max focus. I feel like that's totally worth it. Ooh, -1 focus to imagine things. I didn't realize I had unlocked that, and that is like worthwhile, but very expensive. Ooh, huge. I already invested in that. It already made a big difference. I don't think I need to do it again right away. When you wait and pass your turn in combat, you regain focus. That's interesting, but I honestly don't really want to pass turns very often. Extra pockets. I don't want to forget to invest in that, because that is totally becoming a limiting factor. You know what? Running a little bit faster for 200, sure. I've boxed myself out of that one. So you know what? Increased bleed time. I am going to take that one, because that is pretty huge. Chance to dodge is 5%. Like, that seems crappy. But a chance to, like, 5%, again, it doesn't seem good. But a chance to conserve, that's, like, your items, even that tiny bit, when resources are so limited, that does seem good. So when I looked at this yesterday, yeah, it's 100 again. So maybe I'm have maxed that out, or maybe that's always what it was, and 100 just isn't very valuable anymore. do I get to pick what the item is? Because that would make a big difference. Yes. Let's do that. Let's watch TV. Let's be a bum. I just over the weekend binge watched Dexter Resurrection. Got caught up on it. 2 more episodes to go. I watched it all thinking it was out already, like that it was already like the full season. I had a lot of fun with it. I have really fond memories of Dexter. I've seen it all, and it was cool to come back to. And the new season's been good. But you have to have seen so much of the rest of the series for it to matter. Like, it's not really an accessible thing for newcomers. Yeah, I think we've done our day, so it's time to get into a dream. Only took me 40 minutes to get into a new dream. So Forest of the Lost gets marked off as green now, and we have the cave as a separate access point. Then there's the city and the attic. Do we go back to the hotel? Nah, let's see what the deal is with the city. The city is another new location, so let's embrace that a little bit. So it does drop you back in the hotel room again. First aid kit, which is seemingly better than just the regular, the medicine bottle, a small kit containing all sorts of medical components necessary to stop bleeding and keep breathing. Heal 6. Oh, I don't know if it'll literally stop bleeding. I don't know if monsters will make me bleed and if that matters. It still doesn't work. Not gonna happen. Probably never gonna happen. Not walking out to the stairs with the stack of luggage. We're in the reception this time. This is interesting to start with that, because, like, yeah, it does make sense to kind of just immediately generate kind of maybe a few defensive things, a few offensive things. I did increase bleed time, right? I increased bleed time and defensive things. Oh, did I not have enough for that? Well, maybe I narrowly did. I started with painkillers. I didn't get to choose the items I started with. Being able to heal is good, but it would have been nice to actually get to choose that. So, immediately generating a few useful items, basic combat, and then gaining the focus back, but not using it right away, kind of sitting on it to find out what I need as things come. I don't think I want to go down the tunnel first. Yeah, metal door first. Unless the game's misleading me. Okay, well, that should have been obvious. I meant misleading in the sense that, like, you know, the path of the evil skeletons and witches and bats and spooky danger versus rainbows and butterflies. And, like, the rainbows one is the dangerous one. A hole in the wall. Didn't expect that. I don't need to use it right now. We have been in here before. Way earlier. First level or something. Train station maybe even. Yeah, there we go. The train station. Thomas, wait. Well, we gotta re-inspect things. Scramble's letters don't seem to inform any message this time. Toolbox. Gather up screwdriver, of course. Clock doesn't seem to work. The label below clearly states it's out of order. Hello? Nope, nobody there. I didn't expect to go back to the train station, but it does make sense. Oh, there's something hanging out back here, isn't there? Just waiting for something to jump out at me. I'm approaching cautiously. Yep, of course. Oh yeah, okay, there's my punch option. Bleed for 2 turns. Yes, that is, I feel like that's huge to have added. I'm a little bummed that the amount I'm about to be burning through some gear, but I think it'll be worthwhile to get to the other side here. I still managed to do damage, so I'm glad I... yeah, do the punch. Oh, hold it down. I'm glad I upgraded my defenses. I'll still be able to squeeze in the punch. Yeah, I'll be able to put him down. Great. The extended bleed time, I'm immediately so satisfied with that. Human bone, of course. Why wouldn't I want that? taped cardboard box. Don't turn your flashlight off. Can't open it with all the duct tape in the way. So I need a box cutter, which is funny that I found that a few times and just have never actually literally needed it yet. David? The protagonist from Don't Escape 4? Okay, I'm checking this out first. A knife. Well, okay, so I don't need a box cutter. A knife will do. Holy shit, okay. Excuse me? It's interesting because I think the art style is slightly different, but he was standing there in a way that was like exactly how he looked in Don't Escape 4. Also getting a profile for him, totally different, but like then rotating to face us, I'm pretty sure is like part of the next level of Scriptweller's art. Anyway, excuse me. Hello? Who are you? Don't be scared. I mean you no harm. My name is David. Hi, David. I'm Amy. What are you doing here? What you'd expect in a place like this, I suppose. I'm waiting for a train. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. So, who are you exactly? I already told you my name, David. Yeah, but perhaps something more? Where are you from? What do you do in life? Oh, there's nothing to talk about, really. I'm just a regular guy. I like to travel, if that's not obvious yet. I feel like I've been on the road forever. Where are you headed, David? I need to get to somewhere. The name escapes me now. I'm so tired from the trip, Seems like I've been traveling forever. Either way, I need to get to my friends. They're waiting for me, and the next train should take me precisely where I need to go. I must say, this is a bit of an unusual conversation to me. Sorry if I'm being too nosy. Oh, no, nothing like that, really. It's just, as funny as it sounds, I'm usually the one asking the questions. It feels refreshing to be on the other side of the discussion for once. You're welcome, I guess. Do you know this is a dream? Huh? Dream. Yeah, makes sense if you think about it. It does. It is a dream. Wait, there's something important. I was curious if he would just dissolve after that. Yeah, way to break his lucidity. or create a moment of lucidity, whatever it was. That you ruined it for him. I don't remember the timing of those other games, so I don't know if that's him. He mentions going to his friends, says he's been traveling forever, but I don't know if like he would be in the middle of his journey of Don't Escape 4, or if this is like before that. I really don't know. So we've cut that open. And we've got more human bones. Sure, we'll just pile it on. Whatever. It's what a fantastic haul we gained from that room. Really, really good stuff there. But glad we met David. That was cool. But now we should follow Thomas. Oh, these mannequins. Oh, interesting. It is a mannequin, like we saw in the forest area. Yes, having the maps is useful. I'm very willing to trade off inventory space for that. Wait, that was locked. No, that's just the train platform. It makes it. Oh, so if I can find a coin, there is a reason to go back there. Is what I take away from that. Unfortunately, the only thing I got from here is dirt and a nasty smell on my hands. A passage in the mist. I don't like that. That's freaking me out. It feels like I'm being watched. Okay. Pawn shop, thrift store first. Power panel out there, but I don't think I can interact with it. Oh, one of these is definitely going to come to life. So I'm going to regenerate my weapon a little bit. My shield as well. My weapon a lot. I realize I have a handful of options right now, but yeah, I don't like this. I feel like it's a relatively well-known thing that Markiplier has like a fear of mannequins. Don't remember what that phobia is called. And he... Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. He frequently he played all of these games on his channel. I feel like a large... Oh, the light on there. A large amount of the popularity of the series can like be partially attributed to his coverage of it. That's freaking me out over there. And so part of me wonders, did Script Welder do this specifically to fuck with Markiplier? I hope so. I'm going to go back and make use of the coin. I'm shocked none of those came after me. It seemed like a guarantee. Like, absolutely, why wouldn't that happen? This was locked, right? We got a can of Coke? Weird, the vending machine dispensed a box cutter. Okay, so an alternate way of getting into that box, I guess. Maybe the knife, you know, because it was random things can be found in random luggages and whatnot. The box cutter maybe was the guaranteed one for getting into that. Yeah, worth going back for, I'd say, even though it's such a tiny little thing. This, oh, maybe this is locked. Looks like there's a lot going on there. I don't see anything around here on the walls, anything like that, that's like painting a hint for that, so I assume I have to go to the pawn shop to get the next details for that. Maybe it'll be further away. Weird amount of like anatomical things on the wall. A poster. Have a seat. Our doctor will be right with you. On a pinned sticky note. Not a real doctor, not even a real person. Skin smells like old plastic. Oh my god. A weird mannequin doctor. Okay, we good thing we have two. Toe fungus. I don't even know. A zombie man. Those are like lungs or something. Sure. Yeah. Load up on some sweet, delicious meats. Oh, looks like it still has more inside. Okay, I don't think the other one said that. Experiment Proposal Part 1. Following up on our discussion, I would like to conduct some tests regarding the entities encountered by many of our sleepers in the recent expeditions. As described by the sleepers themselves, those entities are passive, observing from afar as if waiting for something. We were not able to approach any of them. It is my opinion that it is in our best interest to make our move first, before whatever those entities are waiting for happens. On a side note, we need a more scientific name for them. The one commonly used sounds like it's from a cheap horror story, like the Shadow People, Dr. Arbanks. Oh, now it's changed, but I was thinking the music in this area. I was waiting to see if it came back around. It was reminding me really heavily of the main, like, 28 Days Later theme, but not so much in its current portion of the song. Dr. Schulzer again. Amelia, really interesting to see you here. Do you remember me this time around? Yes, I remember you, Dr. Schulzer. Noted. In that case, I will skip the introduction. Do you have any new questions for me? I'm sure there's plenty of things I'd like to ask you about. Just keep in mind, everything you say might be used in my ongoing research. What are you doing here, Doctor? I'm running a clinic. Not a lot of patients, huh? Not a single one so far. How did you know? This city looks deserted. I don't think there is anyone here. Well, you were here, and I'm almost certain I've seen some movement in one of the basements. I don't want to go down there then. That doesn't make it sound any better, Doc. Most upsetting. How can I find enough test subjects in a city without any people? I thought you were waiting for patients. Patients, test subjects, what's the difference? There is quite a big distinction. Semantics. I just need more volunteers for a procedure. And I'm guessing the procedure involves that chair? Precisely. We have met before. Oh, do you know what? All of this is coming up because I redid that dream and I didn't bother going through all the dialogue again. So I don't, like, this is all stuff that I have asked him about before, so I am just gonna skip it for the sake of, like, crossing it off. So we're still talking about the lost assistant? Okay, so that wasn't specific to the forest. So none of that was new. Oh, but it makes me wonder if I would have cleared that dialogue in the forest, would he have had new stuff to say here? It's a shame that having to go through that twice maybe messed that up a little bit. Pickaxe, sure, yeah. I would like to know a little bit more about how that functions, actually. Mining tool, sharp pickaxe, good for poking holes in rock or in flesh. It adds bleed. And does 2 damage. It is also just kind of strong. Ooh, first aid, yeah. Bottle of medicine, oh yeah, we're really piled up on healing stuff now, so that does feel good. I'm just going to raid all your stuff here. It doesn't seem like you want or care about any of it. This portion of the song is very 28 Days Later. It's like the build-up portion of it, like the first portion of it. Point of entry. Well, oh, okay. Well, literally just yeah. Oh. I can interact with this. Pick up a plastic torso. Okay, probably a shield then, right? Kind of weird to have. A broken piece of a hard plastic. Kind of looks like half of a mannequin's torso. Not very sturdy, but can be used to block a hit or two before it cracks and crumbles completely. Blocks for 2. Yeah, extra shielding is good to have. Yeah, I guess I'm going into the mist. Giant hole in the ground. Piles of garbage. More vending machines. Singular. Oh shit. Not a shadow monster, just a fog monster? Maybe? Does it take a turn to examine? I haven't been using that. Okay. Blistering skin of sickly color, weirdly crooked and twisted limbs accompanied by the reeking smell of rotten meat. Prepares to attack. Oh, you get to know the damage amount. Okay. It's like a clump of dark air, a dense shadow, a part of reality soaked with hatred. Oh, it'll heal itself. Well, I probably don't want to give it the chance. So I'm actually just going to wail on that thing. I don't think I have anything with cleave. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I don't. So I'm just going to try and kill this thing as quickly as I can, basically. I'll use my 1 defense. If it doesn't do damage, will it not heal? Perfect. Oh man, you're just going to go again? That's some bull. This... That's my only 2 damage dealer. It kind of wastes the bleed a little bit, but... If he's just going to keep attacking me, then like he's going to end up farming my health. So I can't really allow that. I just gotta eat the damage from this guy, which will do 3? Yeah, that's not great, but I do think I kind of had to. Overall, I think this is going about as well as it could have. Let's just use the regular block. Although, oh, because it adds bleed. Regular block, because you'll take bleed damage here, and then I can just punch you. Oh shit! But now he's rolling over into the heavy attack, so that's a little bit concerning. I think it works out though, because he'll take the bleed damage here, and then I can punch him down. Yeah, that was the best way to, I think, conserve my resources. I still have a 4 out of 4 bones, so I am going to hang on to that, actually. I'm down by 5. And this heals, what, 4? Okay. Yeah. I'd rather stay, like, slightly healed. Try and prepare in that way as best I can. 24/7 store. Maybe I'll get some coinage there. Cast registers, lots of stuff to interact with. The reflection in the puddle down there is really well done. Looks really cool. Yeah, I guess just raid all these registers. Still only 3 out of 4. So like each of those only had 1 on average. Huh. Boxes in the tray here are empty. Leftovers and a napkin. I don't know what good the napkin would be. Maybe a note written on it. Yeah, As I'm sitting here sipping my milkshake through a straw, I can't help but to think about spiders, about how they feed, to be precise, how they inject their digestive enzymes into the body of their prey. It's so similar if you think about it. The thing in my cup were blended together into a liquid mush, just like the insides of a spider's prey, digested externally before being sucked through a straw. And you, the victim, become nothing more than a shell, a cup for a spider's shake. Magnificent creatures, so misunderstood by many. People love silk, yet turn a blind eye to how it's made. And so I'm thinking, are we that different? They are so patient, just sitting in their webs, in their favorite spot, observing, waiting for a chance to put their many, many legs around the helpless, trembling, soon to be a milkshake friend. I enjoy coming here every day to do the same. Script welders, I hate it when people leave filth like that behind. Okay, so we're not going to try to eat it. Oh, the cabin in the woods from Don't Escape 1? Like, that's probably the werewolf one, not the zombie one, right? I think that's the first game cabin. Cool to see. Script welder's got a thing for spiders, for sure. Giant spiders in Don't Escape 4. We saw them in the forest area. This person is just... But the lock seems worn out. It barely holds. Okay. Yeah. People just musing about how great spiders are. The bones seem like the thing I was most willing to break there. Yeah, does that put me up to 1 full first aid kit? That's sick. I'm pretty heavily set there. Burger assembly, bits and pieces that could have become a burger, but they didn't. A fryer. There's a dead rat floating in the oil. There's going to be something in the freezer area there. Yuck, the meat has so much larva in it. It seems to be moving. Old retrievement table. Somehow, despite all the flies, one burger box seems to be intact. They didn't get inside. I hope. Yeah, it's got 4 out of 4 bites. What kind of healing does that give? Also, I just want to look at the 3D model. It smells delicious. Paper wrapping is probably not edible unless you're really desperate, but the contents, that's a whole different story. Okay, yeah, look at that. We got ourselves a pretty pristine looking burg. So what is that? Heals for 3. Yeah, I got all kinds of healing items all of a sudden. Yeah, what? I'm trapped? Yeah, you should have expected that. Cable box. So there's a fray there, so I feel like the frayed one is useless. So like what am I trying to do though? I feel like I'm kind of just guessing. Like that, those look like they're coming from somewhere functional, so like why don't they work? Or do I have to leave and then see? Maybe there's a little bit more to go off of somewhere. 8-sided spanner. Yeah, okay. That's very British, isn't it? A spanner? Spanner with an octagonal hole, useful for unscrewing special 8-sided screws. What about these two that are just swooping their way from top to bottom? Like there's got to be more to go off of. Because those two look damaged, but maybe I want this thing to short circuit. Like maybe I want to be connecting those. So far that seems to have achieved nothing. Oh, there's a second cable box. Okay, of course, alright. Okay, so you've got to avoid the ones that are damaged. So the one from the third and bottom are damaged. Okay, there is actually a puzzle to it. The third and the bottom are damaged. So the top two. Wait, that's what I've got. Are the top two fine over here? I guess they could be coming from somewhere different though. So the top. Oh, I've got to hook them up from this side now, of course. There we go. Okay, it wasn't that complicated. Once I got the second box found, then that was fine. So if there was nothing that came after me in that room, is something going to come after me as I'm leaving instead. What's with these bathrooms we can never do anything with? Oh, side entrance here. Big open area. Definitely gonna get attacked. I think might as well just use that, whoops, immediately and gain the focus back. I think I want to spend it on nailed planks. Yeah, let's get one full nailed plank back. And honestly, put one more into the pickaxe. The pickaxe was really good. I'll sit tight on the rest. Taxi. Okay, well, I guess I didn't have to do that at all. Damn it. No, I will just come back for that the next time I fight something, which inevitably will happen, right? Can't do it with my bare hands. Can you hook the pickaxe? I need something to pry the cover with. So we need a literal crowbar, probably. Try the planks. No. Crowbar it is, right? Crow, you got a bar for me? Alright, get lost. Okay. Oh, there isn't a passage up here. I very much assumed there would be. What have I gained? Coins. Yeah, okay, time to use coins in some of these vending machines again. I don't know how likely that is to be, like, necessary for advancing things versus, like, gear. There are more goodies in this one, too. Now I'm probably, like, a little overburdened with things. If I say no, can I still grab it later? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Alright. I have all sorts of extra stuff waiting for me littered around here then. I feel like I can play a little risky. No, not that I will, but it's nice to know that I can. A knife that we can add to the durability of our other one. Alright, so what I distinctly did not find anywhere was a combination for the lock in the, like, retail store. So I definitely need to kind of run around looking for that. Oh, there's a changing room in here that I hadn't accessed before. Freaky, very dark, closed space. Didn't mean to put my flashlight away, making it worse. And is there another door here? You're gonna attack me. You're gonna do something. Name tag. Okay. I'm just suspicious of everything. Hello, my name is Becky, it looks like. Shift supervisor, clothing, shop shift manager's name tag, 8658. Yeah, okay. So, I went looking too far for that. I'm not meaning to do this. It's just happening. I'm sorry everyone. Wait, did they change? I swear there was a different one in that corner before. That's messing with me. Don't like that. There we go. What if I go inspect? Well, let's just go bash them all up. Oh, they used to be all around there. So were they crowding around me? Were they chasing me? Was that like the Doctor Who angels? Oh god. Can I just blast up through the middle? Okay, I feel okay with fighting one of them. A plastic faceless humanoid with no distinct features, head with no eyes, chest with no heart. Prepares to attack, damage 1. Oh, you're gonna kick off by attacking. How dare you? Oh, okay. So I was gonna say this thing is like weak as hell, but I guess the difficult part of it is that it just goes hard. It just attacks every turn. Yeah, if you had to fight like a group of these, then you'd really get messed up. Oh right, the bleed will kick in one further along. All right, still that's fine. Bit of a trade-off to hang on to my my gear. Oh shit! I thought for sure it would just be like a chest plate again. Kind of messed up that it was a human bone. Maybe more than kind of messed up. Let's... Oh, damn it, I keep doing shit like that. Let's heal the tiniest bit there. Just kind of might as well. Damn, more of them are coming alive. Same general kind of approach. I want to get at least a bleed going on you. Okay, it does have other skills, other moves. Weird to call it a skill. I want to go back. I've changed my mind. There we go. Yeah. So punch. You'll take a bleed damage. I can punch again. Oh wait, you were slightly easier to deal with. I'm okay with that. I don't need another human bone. I guess I'll just take the echoes. It's such a minimal, tiny amount, really. It's like a pittance. It's really not great. You can't do a ton with that. I'll recharge my nailed plank a little bit. It is kind of my go-to. Now I'm just kind of being reckless in the hopes that there's more of anything to like find in here. It seems like not really, so I probably should just get out. I'm no need for me to be angering all of mannequin kind. Man, I was trying to think of a way to like dehumanize the man part of mannequin. I don't have a good name for it. Yeah, crowbar time. Time to go in the sewers. It's gonna be great in there. I'll go hang out with some Ninja Turtles. It's gonna be a grand old time. Phenomenal adventure for the next episode. Because of the way I've recorded things, I've like lost track. I don't really know how long this episode is going to be once I cut everything out of it. So I'm kind of taking a random stab at it. I'm going to guess. Let me guess when I cut the dead air out. It'll be 52 minutes. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon.